First time I ever see that. That's kind of smart if you can pull it off. Slush will never ever see those creep tumors and think that creep is just there because of his own creep tumors. So you can get vision on Slush's base or attack path right because of that. By the way, I have 3 viewers. Thanks for watching, especially Dare, Leo, and Get Crunky. You two that are registered on Justin TV. If you have any commentaries or tips, just don't hesitate to tell me on the chat. I also take requests if you want me to switch to Slush's or anyone else's stream. I know there is, I think might be Kirikaki and Grubby streaming right now, but we will finish this game first. Now Destiny has a lot of his own roaches. I'm not sure how many upgrades he actually has or on Slush's. I have seen some Evo Chambers in his main, so I know he is at least upgrading. We see that he is scrambling to get saturation on his third base, putting down a lot of flank crawlers there, but keep in mind that Slush actually has his gold base up and running right now with 2 gases. He will be able to tech way faster than Destiny. So he has to make something happen, and that is drop. He'll try to infestor drop in the mineral lines to fungal growth them and kill a lot of workers. If he can actually pull this off, he might be able to come back in this game. That is one way. When you're behind, you need to tech, do something funky, or try to catch up economically, and I don't think that Destiny can catch up economically, so this is how he decides to win the game. He needs to cripple Slush a lot, especially after losing that early expo. There are spore crawlers denying those overlords, but I believe they will be able to drop before they get killed. Losing a lot of drones at his third base right here by 2 fungal growth. Slush actually one step ahead and fungal growthing the third base of Destiny right before he gets to. So now Destiny is actually very far behind. You see Slush getting his greater spire. Once those broodlords are out, those roaches are going to be completely useless, and let's face it, Destiny's main army is almost entirely made of roaches, so he really wants to get that greater spire before it finishes with the infested Terrans. I believe he will be able to. Yes, he does. Now going for Hive. I don't think he'll be able to kill it. I think those infested Terrans will die before he does. Thank you, by the way, Get Crunky. I have been getting good comments on my stream, but unfortunately it's my first week doing it, so I don't have many viewers right now. I hope it will go up, but none of that now. Let's go back to this game. I feel really Destiny putting down a ton of spine crawlers, and actually has some fun music playing in the background, quite motivating, a bit of an Irish style there. He's actually opting to put down a spore crawler behind his base just to spot for infestors, as did Slush in his base. You can see right here. Very useful to deny drops and those burrowed infestors. I really feel that Slush is actually way ahead in this game. Destiny does get some good fungal growth on these lings, but those are only lings. They don't cost that much, and with the amount of economy that Slush has, especially with that gold base, he can afford a lot of lings. He just needs that larva, and you see larva is plentiful. Slush is actually way ahead. I know it will get time to get a good reputation, but I hope it will come. Thank you for watching, by the way. Really appreciate it. Oh, Destiny actually putting down more infested Terrans, almost getting that Hive. I believe with another drop later on, if he catches Slush off guard, he will be able to take it out eventually. But he will have to do it pretty fast before Slush actually makes use of that Hive tech, because it has been up for a while. There is probably another spire up somewhere, morphing into a greater spire. If those broodlords go up, I don't believe that Destiny will have any kind of response to that. Destiny getting his own greater spire, so this will be a broodlord war eventually. Those infested Terrans will most likely be able to take that hive out. He does, and that is a huge win for Destiny. If he can prolong this game long enough, he will actually have the huge tech advantage, and Ultras and Broodlords will actually destroy anything that Slush can throw at him. You can hear Destiny not very happy right now, despite the fun music he's playing. He is really annoyed at that third base always getting denied by all those fungal growths. He lost a lot of drones on there. Slush actually splitting his roaches, sending half on top to kill off the back of the mineral lines, a few in the main to pick off any tech buildings he can find, and the other half of his army just sitting outside the third base. Slush going for the Roach Warren. Destiny actually killing off roaches with only fungal growths here. A lot of fungal growths to kill roaches, but he does manage to take out quite a few. Slush did get the Roach Warren, but it's not an expensive building, nor is it long to create, so I believe Destiny will be able to make it back again. All these spine crawlers will do huge damage to these roaches. I don't believe Slush should engage here. A lot of Broodlords morphing, those will be his saving grace. I mean, with those Broodlords out and Slush not having any of his own, he will be able to take those roaches on so well. Plus, I mean, Infestors aren't very good against Broodlords, despite those infested Terrans shooting up. All those Broodlings will completely ravage him. Now, Slush actually took out the hive for Destiny, but he does still have that Greater Spire, so he will be able to still make Broodlord, but no Ultralisk will be seen in this game, unfortunately. I love Ultralisk. Now, Slush actually has a huge army because no, Destiny, I mean, has a huge army because Slush actually engaged at the wrong places, and a great fungal from Destiny, knowing where those infestors might be. He probably saw the little ripples in the ground. We can't really see them that well because of the stream quality here, but you can actually notice small ripples in the ground when burrowed units are moving. He probably saw that, or just guesstimated where the infested would be at this point. Taking out the main gold base, that is huge. Now Destiny actually coming back in this game, doing a lot of damage. Some infested Terrans coming down here, but I think with that huge army descending on Slush's expansion, some Mutalisks out for Slush, no anti-air for Destiny except for those fungal growths. He will have to do some great fungal growth. We see some lag from Slush. We actually see Destiny's mouth still moving, so it is Slush lagging here. A lot of Mutalisks getting caught by fungal growth, a lot of infested Terrans going out everywhere. This is a huge game. Tons of fungal growth everywhere. Those Broodlords really will do a lot of damage. Those Mutalisks need to clean that up as soon as possible, but so many infested Terrans and the fungal growth will completely deny the Mutalisks from doing any kind of damage. Now Slush's expansion going down, Destiny really coming back in this game despite having lost that early expansion and being under pressure the whole game, getting his third denied. By denying Slush's tech and constantly harassing himself, he actually managed to get a ton of Broodlords without Slush getting his own. Now destroying the Greater Spire for Slush. Slush will not even get to see Tier 3 units this game, and I think this will be GG for Slush. He has no more mining bases. He is trying to he's scrambling to get those two edge bases down here, but Destiny will suspect that and will go for him with all those roaches. He will be able to clean that up. 4 mutas are out, but mutas actually take forever to kill roaches, so 4 mutas will not have time to destroy that whole army. Many infestors here, dropping down infested Terrans at Slush's newly built expo. Now fungal growthing the Mutalisks, completely denying them from saving that expansion. Destiny really going to win this. Slush, GG's out in there, and what a great game by these two. Back and forth, Destiny keeping his cool because of his cool music. Really epic ZvZ here. That was really worth a watch. I hope you guys enjoyed that game as much as I did, because it was really amazing. I think they will go for a second one right away.